The Adventure of Sandy and the Moon. Once upon a time, in a small town by the sea, there lived a curious girl named Sandy. Sandy had always been fascinated by the night sky, especially the moon. Every evening, she would sit in her backyard, gaze up at the glowing moon, and dream of visiting it one day. One night, as Sandy sat on her favorite swing, she looked up and whispered, "I wonder what it would be like to meet the people on the moon. Maybe they have big moon castles or even moon animals. I wish I could visit them." Just as she said those words, a soft breeze blew across the yard, and a twinkling star fell from the sky, landing right next to her. Sandy jumped up in surprise, but the star spoke in a gentle, sparkling voice. "Hello, Sandy," said the star. "I heard your wish. Would you like to visit the moon? I can help you get there." Sandy's eyes widened with excitement. "You can really help me go to the moon?" The star twinkled even brighter. "Yes, but you'll need a special rocket. Lucky for you, I know just where to find one." With a flick of the star's light, a small, shiny rocket appeared in Sandy's backyard. It was made of silver with golden wings, and it shimmered in the moonlight. Sandy gasped in awe. "This is your rocket," the star said. "Climb in and I'll guide you to the moon." Without hesitation, Sandy climbed into the rocket, buckled her seatbelt, and pressed the big red button marked launch. With a soft whoosh, the rocket shot up into the sky, zooming past clouds and stars. Sandy looked out of the window, and her heart raced with excitement as Earth became smaller and smaller below her. The rocket soared higher and higher until finally it landed with a gentle thud on the soft, silvery surface of the moon. Sandy stepped out, her boots making soft crunching sounds as she walked in the moon's dusty ground. The sky around her was dark, but the earth shone brightly in the distance. As Sandy explored, she noticed that the moon was full of strange shimmering creatures. There were moon rabbits bouncing on the craters, moonflowers that glowed softly, and even moon wrecks that hummed with music. Suddenly, a friendly moon creature with long, wobbly ears hopped up to Sandy. "Welcome to the moon," it said in a high-pitched voice. "My name is Looney. What brings you here?" Sandy smiled. "I've always wanted to visit the moon. I never imagined it would be so beautiful and magical." Looney grinned. "We're so happy you're here. Come with me, I'll show you around." Looney led Sandy through a forest of glowing moon trees, where the leaves jingled like tiny bells. They played with the moon rabbits, raced across craters, and even had a picnic with mooncakes and moonberries, which tasted like sweet honey. As the evening went on, Sandy learned that the moon was full of wonders. Giant moon crystals that shimmered in the dark, clouds of sparkling dust that floated like cotton candy, and the softest breeze that made everything feel peaceful. But soon it was time to go. The rocket was ready to take Sandy back home. Looney waved goodbye and said, "Don't forget us, Sandy. You're always welcome here on the moon." With a final wave, Sandy climbed into the rocket, and the star guided her safely back to Earth. As the rocket gently touched down in her backyard, Sandy's heart was full of joy. That night, as Sandy lay in bed, she looked up at the moon. Now shining softly in the sky, she smiled, knowing that her adventure on the moon was something she would never forget. From then on, every time Sandy gazed up at the moon, she remembered her magical journey and knew that the moon wasn't just a dream. It was a place filled with magic, friendship, and endless possibilities. And so, whenever Sandy felt curious or needed a little adventure, she would close her eyes, make a wish, and imagine herself back on the moon. where the stars twinkled and the sky was full of wonders. The end.